Today I'm going to be working on a scene that really does mean a lot to me. I've always loved the city. I've always loved rendering the city, and today we are doing just that. Now, typically, innately, I think a lot of us, when we think of a scene like this, we think of all of the detail that we can incorporate. We think about how we can dive into all of these little intricacies and build it up to something beautiful and realistic. But when I was painting the cityscape here, what I was really trying to do was capture a feeling, capture an atmosphere above all. I think that often we can get lost in the details of our work and forget that what we're really trying to do is render and share an emotion of sorts. And that was really at the forefront of this lesson right here. Now, when we look at the painting, we notice that the buildings aren't full of detail, and in fact, they're not even really in focus. A lot of them are in the distance, and there's a mile of rain between us and them. We have this misty aura to it, and I think that can really make for a special painting. When you can focus on getting the palette, on getting the feeling, that's when you render something truly special. Now, I am a big believer in taking our time with these artistic endeavors, and I know that might sound out of character. This channel did begin with a series titled 10-minute paintings, very aptly titled, as it was just a challenge to see what I could do in 10 minutes. Though, while I think that series was a great exercise in getting started, trying things, and just getting that practice in, when you're working on a piece that you really want to be special, to articulate something that means something to you, I think it's important that we do take our time, that we consider each and every element. Why is one area going to be more simplified? Why is one going to be more detailed? Here we have a very simplified background so that this foreground that we are just starting to craft can be something that really pops, something that feels tactile, something you can reach out and touch. And finding those balances is typically something that occurs really before we begin. So do feel free to take that time and think more than you paint, because it will pay off in the end results. We're about to enter a stage in the painting that I feel every acrylic painting goes through, and that is the awkward stage, a point where things just look a little bit messy, but they need to be there. We need to build that foundation for them to really flourish and to acquire the accents and the details that make it unique and interesting. We can't just skip to that step, and I think having that fortitude throughout the painting process is really what's going to ensure over time you end up with a lot of finished work that you really care about. It's important to recognize what you're working with, the medium, how it likes to work, and here we're going to have a lot of unfinished pieces of water that just look messy and cluttered on the canvas, at this point at least. But it is a necessary step for us to get where we need to go to make it something that's, again, really going to capture the essence of a city on a rainy day. I hope you found some inspiration, some excitement within that, and thank you for being here. I had a real pleasure painting it. I had a real pleasure putting this video together. Typically on the channel we do longer real-time tutorials, and there is a real-time lesson for this. It is already up over on Patreon right now. You can find a link to it in the description, and it will be live on the YouTube channel in 4 days. That is Wednesday. So if you'd like 4-day early access, you can find that through the link in the description, along with the traceable, where we have all of the line work to help you with that drawing process. But as always, big thank you to everybody up over on Patreon for directly supporting the channel, making extra videos like this happen. Really couldn't do it without you, and it's a real pleasure to be able to creatively make something like this alongside the regular tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we do more soon. Special thanks to Carol, Kimberly, Dawn, and Dolores. Have a wonderful day and stay creative.